He brought the codicil folded in a folder newly ordered. Said Miss Vale had signed it early, while her hand was strong and steady. The seal was firm, the witness known, the paper matched the file. Yet every lowercase letter E sat whole in every line. Every little E was perfect, every date was made to please. But our old machine left open the upper loop of every E. You could trace a careful signature, you could press an older seal, yet the neatest mark upon the page was the hardest to conceal. I found the service ledger in the cabinet by the stair. New type arm fitted, cleaned and checked 3 years after the date there. I placed an older contract by his polished second sheet. The capital R sat low in both, the margins matched complete. Another office typed it, he offered soft and quick. Then why did every sentence stop at our worn carriage click? The comma leaned a fraction, the capital R sat low. The machine belonged to this address, and he already seemed to know. Spare for the flaw you meant to tidy was the flaw that placed it there. You could trace a careful signature, you could press an older seal, but one letter fixed 3 years too late can overturn a will. I clipped the service ledger to the codicil and will, then left one card for Moris. Hold the transfer, check it still. He read the page, returned the file, and let the nephew speak. The cleanest mark upon the sheet was one unbroken E. I locked the auction office. The porter took the keys. One shipping form was missing from the folder marked recips. I typed a clean replacement, left the buyer's column bare, then found the carbon underneath, still holding every letter there. Which canvas left the building, the orchard should study man who changed the destination. It never had a name. Then why is Harrow private sale pressed beneath your newer hand? I held the blue sheet to the lamp and read what still remained. Read the page beneath it, let the second record speak. Every letter pressed in private left its weight upon the sheet. You can change the ink above it, you can file a clean receipt, but the page beneath it carries what you thought no one would read. The canvas left it closing inside a crate marked glass. I gave the driver Harrow's card and watched the loading pass. He promised full commission when the catalog was closed, then sent a smaller payment first to make it hard to say no. I moved the destination and copied every stamp, but pressed the dealer's surname through the paper on the clamp. Was Harrow at the loading bay? No, Harrow never came. The silence on the telephone was sharper than a blame. No one had spoken Harrow before it left my mouth. The woman said, "Mr. Moris would like the dealer's address now." Read the page beneath it, let the second record speak. Every letter pressed in private left its weight upon the sheet. You can change the ink above it, you can file a clean receipt, but the page beneath it carries what you thought no one would read. The cash drawer and laid the payment flat. Gave the warehouse gate and surname printed on the dealer's card. I pulled the false replacement from the folder marked receipts, then wrote my full account across the clean side of the sheet. Read the page beneath it, let the second record stand. Every letter pressed in private, put the dealer in your hands. I will sign the full admission, I will name the loading street, for the page beneath it carried both the buyer and the fee. The porter brought the keys back, was retrieved. Moris left the carbon filed beneath the corrected sheet.
I never touched the office cash, I never forced a drawer. I typed a name above a bill and let it cross the floor. North Vale Building Services, for pipes they never laid. A modest sum on every form, too small to be delayed. I signed beneath the manager and checked the payment box. The checks went out on Friday to my rented postal slot. No lock to pick, no glass to break. Write the name, approve the rate. No code to search, no case to hide. I let the office pay me from the other side. No lock to pick, no need to leave. Just print the bill and stamp receipt. I changed the job descriptions, from cleaning into stone. Kept every monthly figure below the review amount. The firm existed only on the letterhead I made, yet every check was properly signed, and every check was paid. I thought a careful thief could work without a missing thing. No empty shelf, no open safe, no damaged fastening, no lock to pick, no glass to break. Write the name, approve the rate, no code to search, no case to hide. I let the office pay me from the other side. No lock to pick, no need to leave, just print the bill and stamp received. Spread the invoices beside our purchase sheets. A narrow stripe crossed every page. A finger from the edge, our printed drum was damaged. When the cabinet struck its frame, each document produced upstairs received that narrow space. Northvale claimed another town with offices of its own, but all its bills had passed through the printer near my phone. The letterhead, the payment forms, the quotes I had supplied all carried that same empty stripe from top to lower side. No lock was picked, no glass was cracked, but every page I printed brought the payments back. No code to search, no case to find. The office printer marked me every single time. No lock to pick, no need to flee. I made a firm that never worked and printed it beside me. The bank recalled the final check. The postal box was sealed. I signed beneath the total sum the printer had revealed.
The foyer filled with donors, the orchestra played upstairs. A diamond brooch sat under glass beside the marble stairs. A painted lion crossed the room and bowed beside the screen. When someone raised the velvet pad, the golden clasp was clean. Weigh the lion's head, set it on the scale. Paste and paint were 4 pounds flat before the charity sale. Weigh the lion's head, check the copper seam. The brooch did not pass through the doors, it traveled with the main. The publicity man removed the suit and hung it on the rail. He placed the head above the coats, then hurried with the mail. The costume list was in my desk with every measured part. The paws were 3, the tail was 2, the head was 4 to start. I set it on the parcel scale, the needle settled slow. 5 pounds and 2 small ounces were more than paste could hold. Weigh the lion's head, set it on the scale. Paste and paint were 4 pounds flat before the charity sale. Weigh the lion's head. Check the copper seam. The brooch did not pass through the doors, it traveled with the main. One staple had been lifted beneath the painted ear. A folded page from the program was pressed and hidden there. Inside it lay the diamond brooch, its pin caught in the thread. The man who wore the costume reached quickly for the head. The usher locked the prop room door, the manager took the key. No chase was needed through the crowd. The scale had made him speak. We weighed the lion's head, set it on the scale. Paste and paint were 4 pounds flat before the charity sale. We opened up the copper seam and found the missing piece. The brooch had never crossed the doors, it waited for release. The jewel returned to velvet, the costume lost its grin, and every prop was weighed again before they locked it in.
She placed us in the meeting room and handed out the page. The window broke at 6:30, the ledger disappeared. She crossed out every answer that did not match her plan, then praised the ones who read it back exactly as she had. I left my copy unsigned and walked into the hall. The papers covered half the floor, the curtain touched the wall. You staged the room, but the glass fell last. Every sharpened fragment lay above the paper's cast. You wrote our words, you set the chairs, you chose what we should say. But the glass fell last and gave the order away. The calendar lay under glass, the invoices did too. A cup had spilled across the desk before the window blew. No shard was under anything, no fragment pressed below. The drawers were opened first by hand, then dressed to look forced open. She told the auditor outside a thief came through the pane, but every mark upon the room was made before it gave. You staged the room, but the glass fell last. Every sharpened fragment lay above the paper's cast. You wrote our words, you set the chairs, you chose what we should say. But the glass fell last and gave the order away. Her service price stood box beside the coat she meant to take. The felt beneath its wooden base had one fresh narrow break, Inside were transfer copies and the ledger from the shelf. 3 payments to a company registered to herself. She reached to close the carton. The auditor held it still. I placed my unsigned statement beside the missing bill. You staged the room, and the glass fell last. Every careful sentence was already in the past. You wrote our words, you set the chairs, you gave us roles to play. But the glass fell last and took your script away. The staff rewrote their statements, the payments were recalled. Her portrait left the entrance before the pain was boarded.
The dancers marked the final turn. The chairs stood wall to wall. The weekly pay lay on my desk before the curtain call. The drummer never left his kit. The tailor checked a sleeve. The bandoneon was packed too fast before the cast could leave. Play it closed to the seam. Every bar should finish clean. If the leather will not meet, there is something in between. He said the strap had stretched with age. The valve was running weak. I opened it across his knees and heard dry paper crease. At the opening of rehearsal, the wooden ends had met. Now 2 fingers stood between them, though the straps were fully set. Play it closed, hold the frame. It did not stop this way before. If the leather will not meet, check the lining near the floor. Stitches crossed the cloth, too pale to match the rest. 1 corner of the payroll sheet was pressed against the mesh. He reached before I touched the thread and pulled his hand away. The pianist locked the rehearsal door. The cast remained in place. I cut the newer stitches. The folded packet slid. 6 wages and the payment list were waiting where he hid. Play it close, now it strains. Now it strains. Paper holds the frame apart. You can keep the tango moving, but the instrument records. Play it close, let it speak. Every wage is back complete. The leather would not meet with the payroll in between. The understudy took his chair. The dancers formed their line. The envelope returned upstairs. before the opening sign.
Nell signed for the furniture, Grant carried out the chairs. The apartment had been cleared for sale, the owners were not there. A metal box sat in the hall with wax across the clasp. Empty, Nell informed the clerk and placed it in the van. The seal remained unbroken, the inventory looked right. But the box came back from storage nearly 2 pounds light. Weigh it again, set it square upon the scale. The wax may hold across the clasp, but weight will tell the tale. Weigh it again, do not mark the record closed. Something left that metal box before it reached the road. The clerk produced the carbon sheet from underneath the form. The box had been recorded full before the movers came. Grant blamed an older entry, Nell blamed the owner's son. Moris turned the box around and tested every pin. The front was sealed and polished, the clasp had not been raised, but scratches crossed the rear hinge where both pins had been replaced. Weigh it again, set it square upon the scale. The wax may hold across the clasp, but weight will tell the tale. Weigh it again, check the hinge along the rear. No one touched the sealed front lock, the opening happened here. Nell said there were only papers, no bonds inside the case. The clerk had never named the contents, no labels showed their place. Grant looked toward the loading bay where folded blankets stood. Moris opened one stitched corner and found the missing goods. The bonds were wrapped in packing cloth and listed by the bank. The empty box, the altered pins, and Nell's own words were enough. Weighed it again, set it square upon the scale. The wax still held across the clasp, but weight completed the tale. Weighed it again, found the opening at the rear. They kept the seal for everyone and left the method clear. Weighed it again, now the record can be closed. The bonds returned before the van was cleared to leave the yard. The owners signed the property list, the clerk corrected the weight. Moris filed the carbon sheet beside the damaged case.
The West Archive was opened, the inner drawer was bare. A sealed deposition had disappeared from there. Clara held the office copy and stood beside the lock. It must have caught halfway, she said, then watched the second hand. Moris tried the silver duplicate. It opened clean and straight. The older brass key scraped inside and stopped against the plate. Which key caught halfway? How could you know? One turned without resistance, one refused to go. Which key caught halfway? Which one did you try? You knew the fault before he did and cannot tell us why. The drawer held court calendars and volumes bound in green. One index stood beyond the row where every spine aligned. Its paper jacket bowed across a book too thin beneath. Moris opened index C, the statement filled the sleeve. A payment date was penciled on the wrapper near the fold. Clara moved toward the doorway before the sum was told. Which key caught halfway? How could you know? One turned without resistance, one refused to go. Which key caught halfway? Which one did you try? You named the damaged brass key before it touched the lock. Client facing judgment had asked for one delay. Remove the sworn deposition until the hearing day. She took the promised payment and hid the page nearby. The drawer was never forced at all. The lock had done its job. She placed the brass key on the desk and gave the client's name. The hearing kept its morning date. The statement stayed in place. Which key caught halfway? The key she should not know. Which key opened slowly? The one she chose to turn. One key opened cleanly. One marked the hand that tried. The smallest fault inside the lock was more than words could hide. Which key caught halfway? The brass key in her hand. The statement reached the courtroom. The drawer received a seal. Moris filed the damaged key beside the signed appeal. They rolled it through the loading doors, an Arden painted gray. The catalog called it untouched since 1968. The plate beneath the bonnet read, the summer of '64. The seller brought 3 photographs and asked for nothing more. One showed the former owner beside the country road, his hand upon the passenger side where Arden placed the fuel. 1964, put the photograph beside it. The cap was on the passenger side, the factory built it there. 1964, read the number, check the body. A plate can cross from car to car, but steel remembers where. The door was on the left with factory edges clear. No patched or altered panel, no welded form of space. The body had been pressed that way long after Arden changed. Beneath the driver's carpet, a second number showed the final pair belonged to cars produced 7 years below. 1964, put the photograph beside it. The cap was on the passenger side, the factory built it there. 1964, read the number, check the body. The brass plate named an older car, the frame declared the year. The seller owned a breaker's yard and bought the wreck for parts. The real Arden lost its roof before the records closed. He saved the plate and papers, then found a later shell, painted both in matching gray, and wrote a history to sell. The auctioneer removed the lot. The bidders left their seats. The seller placed the catalog between his folded hands. 1964, leave the photographs beside it. The cap remains on the passenger side in every record there. 1964, keep the number with the body. The plate belonged to someone's car, but not the one prepared. 1964, no hammer brought it back. A famous year upon a plate cannot restore the past. The photographs returned upstairs, the false description changed. The later car kept its own year and lost the Arden name. The curator closed the storeroom and counted for display. A painted ivory portrait had vanished, so he claimed. He drew a line beside my name and marked the entry wrong. Moris closed the catalog and asked who moved it last. I pointed to the packing bench, the frames were waiting there. He cleared the folded tissue and pulled across a chair. Lay them face down, set them edge to edge. Feel the board beneath the paper, test the give along the ledge. A label can be copied, a seal can be applied, but a frame will keep the pressure of the thing it holds inside. First back sat evenly, the next was firm and dry. The third had dust beneath the tabs and wear along each side. The fourth looked old from 6 feet off, its paper browned with age. But every brass tab underneath had recently been raised. I pressed the lower corner, it yielded held it to my hand. The frame was built with twice the depth recorded in the plan. Lay them face down, set them edge to edge. Feel the board beneath the paper, test the give along the ledge. A label can be copied, a seal can be applied, but a frame will keep the pressure of the thing it holds inside. I worked a narrow bone folder along the pasted seam, a second backing lifted with the miniature between. The curator reached for his case before I named the find. Moris took the handle first and placed it by his side. No one touched the portrait, no one crossed the door. It waited where he planned to take it after we searched no more. Curator's case, beneath the shipping guide, an insurance declaration was completed, stamped and signed. The stated loss was ready, the value written in. He only needed my mistake to let the claim begin. We laid them face down, set them edge to edge, found the board beneath the paper, found the lift along the ledge. His label had been copied, his seal had been applied, but the frame retained the pressure of the portrait held inside. Lay them face down, leave the backs in view. The object never left the room. The loss was never true. I corrected the inventory and crossed away my name. Moris filed the declaration beside the withdrawn claim. The portrait reached its cabinet, the frame remained apart. One raised tab on an older back had brought the scheme to stop. I counted every dinner plate and every bottle sold. The private room paid cash that day in notes of careful folds. I lowered down the ledger sum and cleared the extra notes, then broke the lock behind the bins and called the missing total in. Moris checked the splintered door, then turned toward the bar. He opened up the register and found the journal roll. The till kept count. The till kept count. I changed the book, I cleared the drawer. The till kept count. Every plate, every drink, every figure printed out. I changed the sum, the till kept count. The customer receipts were gone, the handwritten page was clean, but every sale had printed twice inside the old machine. 3 dinners charged at 24 were entered down as 10. A bottle paid in folded notes had disappeared again. The ribbon showed the banquet total pressed in narrow rows. Moris placed it by my ledger and let the difference show. The till kept count. The till kept count. I changed the book, I cleared the drawer. The till kept count. Every plate, every drink, every figure printed out. I changed the song. The till kept count. Claimed a thief had forced the lock and taken what was there, but flour from the morning bread lay smooth beneath the chair. The broken wood sat over it in splinters sharp and pale. The door was damaged after closing, not before the final sale. I put the missing notes inside a coffee sack upstairs. Morris found the number wrapper from the bag beneath the stairs. The till kept count. The till kept count. I changed the book, I broke the lock. The till kept count. Every figure printed out. I staged the loss. The till kept count. The till kept count. The till kept count. The till kept count. One paper roll inside the frame had written every amount. Staff received their wages. The banquet sum was paid. Moris filed the journal roll beside the altered page. She brought an ivory winter coat and laid it on the press. This isn't mine, she told the staff. The lining cost much less. The manager retrieved her card, green thread inside the cuff. The card was dated from her visit several months before. Right sleeve shortened, lining caught, 4 silk stitches to restore. I turned the present sleeve inside, green thread inside the cuff. The label had been neatly cut, 4 needle holes remained. No newer seam disturbed the cloth. No other part had changed. She claimed the coat had never needed green thread inside the cuff. insurance folder opened when she reached to take it back. A woven house label slipped from underneath the claim. One corner still was fastened with green thread from inside the cuff. She withdrew a stated value. The presser kept his name. The label card and written claim were fastened to the case. The coat went on without its claim. Green thread inside the cuff. The broker brought the foreman to the warehouse office door. A silver service vanished from a crate beside the shore. The cord remained unbroken, the upper seal was clean. He placed a claim before us for everything unseen. Moris checked the packing list, then walked around the case. He touched the lowest timber and found a new brace. Close the yard, hold the lorry, keep the eastern gate secured. Turn the crate, lift the battens, check the timber underneath. If the seal above was never cut, the goods went through the floor. Close the yard, hold the lorry, let no second cargo leave. We rolled the crate with canvas straps and laid it on its side. 6 screws were bright and newly set where older nails had dried. Fresh sawdust filled the corners, a narrow groove ran clean. The bottom board was paler than the boards it sat between. The broker checked his wristwatch, then reached to take his coat. Moris asked the gatehouse what was next upon the road. A load of iron fittings, booked under Madden Freight. The broker's name was Madden, and the driver crossed the gate. The invoice called them plumbing parts for delivery inland, but every wooden corner block was cut by Madden's hand. Close the yard, hold the lorry, keep the eastern gate secured. Turn the crate, lift the battens, check the timber underneath. If the seal above was never cut, the goods went through the floor. Close the yard, hold the lorry, let no second cargo leave. The driver pressed the brake. He held a note from Madden, marked no inspection at the gate. The foreman cut the binding and raised the upper lid. 2 rows of iron couplings covered what was underneath. A serving tray lay wrapped in cloth and cups in fitted rows. Each piece matched the inventory the broker claimed was gone. Through the bottom before the first crate came, replaced the lower timber and left the upper seal unchanged. He filed the loss for payment, then booked the second load. The fittings gave the proper driver read the invoice and set the message down. He had delivered what he was given. He had not planned the fraud. Close the yard, hold the lorry, keep the eastern gate secured. Turn the crate, lift the battens, now the method can be seen. The seal above was never cut, the goods went through the floor. Close the yard, hold the lorry, the silver does not leave. The claim was marked for withdrawal, the freight account was closed. Moris filed the gatehouse note beside the altered boards. The driver signed a statement, the foreman checked each piece. The broker watched the barrier rise. For everyone but him,
kept the numbered ticket books locked underneath the desk. She arrived before the drawing with a handbag and a smile. The winning number crossed the board, a sapphire left it stand. She placed the matching ticket down and held out an open hand. The ink was right, the paper right, the number matched the guide, but every proper ticket tore along the other side. Torn from the wrong side, cut against the grain. The number may be perfect, but the edge explains the game. Torn from the wrong side, neat enough to pass. Someone made a winning ticket after every book was closed. The official books were stapled with the counterfoils at left. Each ticket bore a feathered line where it had been detached. Her ticket had a polished edge where roughness should have been. The fibers rose along the side that never touched the pin. B's pencil mark was still impressed upon an unused sheet. One numbered square had disappeared from underneath his seat. Torn from the wrong side, cut against the grain. The number may be perfect, but the edge explains the game. Torn from the wrong side, neat enough to pass. Someone made a winning ticket after every book was closed. When the office stood alone, she carried in the copied number. Certain none would know they planned to sell the pendant and divide the price in two. But she trimmed the cleaner border and left the rough edge showing through. The sapphire stayed behind the glass. The draw began again. The unused stock was counted, and both signed their proper names. Torn from the wrong side, now the cut is plain. The number was convincing, but the edge refused the claim. Torn from the wrong side, one mistake was all. They copied ink and copied numbers, but not how tickets fall. stone. The books went back upstairs. The duplicate was filed beneath two initials, B and C. Morning coaches leave the yard. The booking hall is full. I sit behind the office glass with every curtain pulled. The auditor has opened the conductor's leather bag. He lays my refund forms beside the half-moon punch they had. I took the sleeper tickets when every trip was done, entered each as never used, and paid out every one. No traveler stood before me, no money left the drawer. I signed 3 names and kept the cash, the half-moon punch they bore. An unused fare stays square and clean from counterfoil to end. Traveled fare is clipped aboard before the final bend. The crescent line conductor cut each ticket near the date. I called them unused refunds with a half-moon punch in place. Next express takes passengers past fields I used to know. I sign the full repayment sum and place the notes below. The platform gate is opening, the carriages depart. My name remains inside the book, the half-moon punch remains.
My case was through inspection, my coat was on my arm. The ferry doors were opening, the engine had been warmed. I carried papers for a man who had been dead a year, a borrowed name, a clearance card, and passage from the pier. Then every clerk behind the glass received the same report. A hold was placed upon the gate, no passenger could board. The ledger reached the terminal, the altered slips came to. Moris laid my clearance card beside the office proofs. Close the gangway, lay the card down flat. The crown is whole upon my pass, and hold on every altered draft. Close the gangway, do not clear the rail. The harbor's proper stamp lost 1 point. Merchants paid their customs bonds in numbered banknotes first. I entered smaller figures and kept the difference back. The official stamp was locked away inside the senior room. I pressed a copy made from wax and thought the mark would do. I changed the carbon ledgers, I matched the paper stock, then booked a morning crossing before they checked the box. The sums could look mistaken, the signatures could pass, but every false impression had a crown without a crack. Close the gangway, lay the card down flat. The crown is whole upon my pass, and hold on every altar. Clear the rail, the harbor's proper stamp lost 1 point, and mine was made too well. Moris brought the brass seal from the customs office drawer. Its third small point had broken 7 working years before. Every lawful declaration bore that narrow empty place. My receipts displayed a perfect crown, the same one on my pass. I had copied the official crest from a handbook kept upstairs, too clean to match the working stamp, still used on every fare. Card in view, the same complete and careful crown had marked the missing revenue. Close the gangway, now the papers speak. The stamp I made to leave the port was what prevented me. Close the gangway, take the document case, 3 packets in its inner cloth, returned each payment made. The ferry left without me, the merchants were repaid. Moris filed the copied seal beside